All right, so let's go to the game so that they will see how it's played. And
Yes.
we're gonna change the view right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're here at the playing cards .io, and this is a good platform that you can play trading cards as well for free. And Hinchi here will explain to us on how to navigate on this platform, and also he will teach us on how to move cards, play cards, and what are the
Mm.
parts of the cards. All right, so Hinji,
Yeah.
please help us with this.
Okay. I guess to get everyone like caught up in terms of the cards, we can look at Veteran Hay. So I'll just explain the different parts of it. So on the top left corner, you have the resource cost of the card. So that's your mana, your energies, in different games. So that's how much that card costs. And then on the top right corner, that logo indicates what sort of troop it is. So that unit itself, Veteran Hay, is a melee unit indicated by that arrow. These are all going to be redesigned, of course, because that is currently just an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the bottom left hand corner, you have the attack of the unit, and then on the right hand side, you have the health of the unit, and then in the middle, you have the name and the effect of the unit if there is, and then top middle, that is currently just where the card's from. So it's not too important, but it's just something to say, oh, that's from the Eastern tribe or the Western tribe. So that's sort of the classification of that card. And then I'll move on to the next type of unit, and that would be this longer arrow. This is a ranged melee unit, and then after here we have the ranged units, and then this one we have the mobile units, and all of them have a. There's a reason why there's specific, like there's 4 different types of symbols because they all do different things, which is why I needed something to sort of differentiate them. And then here we have order cards. So order cards are like your spells and your traps. You play them onto the field to have an alternate effect to try and do something. Here are the item cards. So your equip cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! This wall is literally a building, a structure,
Mm-hmm.
and you play them onto the field with the same cost, as troops, but they only have health. You can't do much. It's just a wall, which is why I wrote wall there. And then in terms of this card, so this one is Ikari's Domination, so and it's a 10 cost, and this order card is specific to a champion card, which is this sort of card. This
Mm-hmm.
is highlighted as a champion by the little pentagon in the right hand side below the logo in the top right corner there. But that
Yeah.
is, people, there will be a way to differentiate it. And then the name of this card, Ikari's Domination, you'll have the card Ikari on the field to be able to play this card. So that's a quick, rough overlook in terms of what the cards are. If we're talking about, we'll move on to the classification. So I'll just put that here for ease. So this melee champion, so all of these are essentially like chess pieces on your board. So when you play a card, you have to see what their sort of range is. So Veteran Hay has a range of 1 square in front. So Veteran Hay being here, he would. Can you see my little circle, Ben?
You mean your mouse?
Yeah, my mouse. Can you see my mouse hovering?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So here you will see Veteran Hay, and he would be able to attack a unit right here. So if we place this on the board, like the game,
So sorry,
it's
Hinji, can I ask while you're on that
yep.
this card? You said it has a movement of one. How do you
No,
know
it
that it can move one?
it has a range. It has a range of 1.
So how do you know that it's a range of one? Is it
Uh,
are there any card that's gonna have a range of two, three, or four? Or
yes. So
mm-hmm.
that's where the arrow in the top right corner that symbolizes how many how what the range is of the card.
So if there are two arrows, there are two ranges. You mean?
No, so Veteran Hay, he can only hit the card directly in front. So we look at here and here. Veteran Hay would be able to hit Samurai Father. But if there was a card behind Samurai Father, Veteran Hay would not be able to hit my archer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we can just explain to our viewers because they may be confused because
Yes.
supposedly this playmat is in front of you, right?
It's meant to be in front of you. Yeah.
The opponent is meant to be at the top of this screen, but
Yeah.
if you imagine that the playmat is on top of that, so this what's the name of that? Veteran
This.
Hay is
Yeah.
facing Samurai Father, correct?
Yes, that's right.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
It's just because of this limited software that I can't do much. So
Yes.
so you have to look at it symmetrically to be like this card hits this card.
Go ahead.
So Veteran Hay would be able to hit Samurai Father because he's got a space of 1. But because he doesn't have a space of 2, he wouldn't be able to hit my archer.
Where
Whereas
is two symbol?
two symbol is that it's not necessarily how many it can hit, but it's just the way it can hit. So this symbol, this longer arrow, this one can hit 2. So
Two.
essentially,
Yeah.
it has a range of 2. So it could choose either
Okay.
Veteran Hay, or it can choose to hit my archer because
Yeah.
it's
Got
exactly
it.
2 in front. So that is how we do 2 there. We arrange this, and then this one for the mobile units.
Mm-hmm.
Mobile units, they can go from the back to the back of another one, so they have the whole lane
Wow. Okay.
to attack. And then let's move on to this one. So the archer here, so I need to explain this. So in the game, you have to play in lanes, so the damage occurs in lanes. So you can't just choose to attack left and right, whoever you want on the field. You have to play within the lanes. So battles conducted from here to here, and
Yeah.
you can't just do that. That's why I wanted to design a card so this archer, which is a ranged unit, if he is on the midline, he is able to hit the whole of the opposition's field. Whereas if he's on the back line, he can only hit up to the midline. And the ranged units can hit anywhere on the field, essentially, if they stay in the midline here. But backline, they're limited to just the midline of the opponents.
So can it hit? Oh, sorry. I think I can move it. Yeah. Can
Yeah,
it
yeah, you
hit
can
the
move.
ones? Okay, if I put this, and this, so it can hit Veteran Hay, right?
Yeah, it can hit Veteran Hay if you wanted
And
to.
yeah,
That would be
and
your side of the battlefield.
yeah, and train cavalry,
Yeah,
right? Okay. So
yeah.
it's
So
like everything around that card.
essentially, but it's on the whole field. So if this was like over here, my
Mhm.
archer would be able to hit the cavalry just because it's on the midline.
Cavalry train. Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
this one will hit this. Okay.
yeah. So as long as the ranged units are on the midline, they can hit anywhere on the opponent's side of the battlefield.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. But the only because before like having this rule before it was like they can hit anywhere from like anywhere, and it was really overpowered. So I said I'm gonna limit it so you can stay in the midline because
Mm-hmm.
1, they can be countered, and 2, it's you can still do something to
Mm-hmm.
destroy them if they're like well protected.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'll go on to explaining the level up because this card is a champion card. So in the game itself, you have your regular units, and then you have your champion units, and your
Mm-hmm.
champion units are essentially like your commanders in Magic. Your really strong cards that you want to get out, and these they will either be normal champion units, level up champion units, and then you get battle champion cards. So battle champion cards are these cards, and these evolve from this level up champion. So you can see there's a level up condition. If you meet this level up condition, then you'll be able to search your deck, your essentially discard pile, your hand, and just place it on top, and then you level up, and then you have an even stronger card.
And how do you know that there's a level up?
By having a level up, it will say level up in the text.
Oh, there. level
Yeah.
up. Destroy 2 units in the same battle,
Battle.
right?
Yes. Yes.
So it can be leveled up by Janji only or a
Yes.
sniper.
Only him. Yeah.
So how do you know that Dead Eye Sniper is for Archer level up?
That's where phase 2 of designing these decks come along,
Uh-huh.
because like phase 2 is where I'm refining and upgrading all the wordings here.
Yeah, because for me, if I get this Shanzi,
Yeah.
how do I know what's the like the line of
Yeah.
it? They call it like line of evolution, you know, like line
Yeah.
of level, you know, or the level. Yeah, okay.
The way it evolves, like the way it levels up.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, I'll like that's why like we're still in phase 1, phase 2. That's where I'm like making all the wording
Yeah, and the
legit.
requirement to level up is to destroy 2 units.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just put that there. Yeah. Let's see. I'll explain uniting. The uniting mechanic. I'll just do that for purposes here. So uniting is where you have one card with another card supporting it. So if you place a card behind another card, that's considered supporting that card. And to unite, you must have cards directly behind each other.
Mm-hmm.
So because all of these are behind each other, Veteran Hay can unite, have a united attack by combining the attack from all of these, and it'll be channeled into him, and then
Wow.
he would do the damage to the trained cavalry, but these two won't be able to attack. So uniting is considered any units uniting or being united, it considers their attack being used because essentially they are attacking. It's just that not through them.
So there, okay. The attack of Dead Eye Sniper is 6.
Yes.
Archer is 3. So that will be 9, and
Yes.
10 for Veteran Hay. So that will be total 10 damage, right?
Yes, that's right.
So it's like you're uniting. Your word is uniting. So it's like ally. So
Yeah,
you
that's right.
ally is like a cavalry. Cavalry is yeah, you can also call it cavalry, but in
Yeah.
your term is uniting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
It's
it
like
will, sorry, it will hit cavalry and father. Will it hit?
yes, so it will hit cavalry, and then in this current version, the rule book that I've done so far, it will hit cavalry and then the father, and then the excess will go to the player itself. But
Okay.
I'm also tinkering with the idea of the excess just going straight to the opponent just to try and like speed things up. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
going through a lot of test trials to see which one is more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it will go through cavalry first, definitely.
All right. But before you move on,
Hmm.
what is the life? Okay, you said it will hit the
The
how
player,
you go the player. What is the life of a player?
100.
So it's here. The health is
Yeah,
100 here.
health is 100. That's right.
100, and what is the 8 resource?
Oh, so resources. You start off your turn with 10 resources. So each turn you get 10 resources, and so let's pretend I've got a hand here. I've got my cards in my hand, and this is turn 1. I've got 10 resources. I can I can play a samurai father. I can play a trained cavalry, and then that
That's
will bring me
7.
down. Yeah, that will bring me down to 3
3. Yeah,
resources.
correct. Okay.
And like this game, I've based it off. Think about it as real life. If you were a military commander, you had a set budget each
Mm-hmm.
day, and you can only do certain things each day. You can't spend all your money on your turn, right? You've got to have money to spend on your opponent's turn, just to
Yep.
be ready to counter them. So let's find this. Okay, we'll do this. So I will end my turn, and then my opponent will play. Let's say they just, for the sake of this demonstration, they played
Yeah.
this. It's a 2 cost, and then on my turn, no, on my opponent's turn, I still have 3 resources. So if I wanted to, I can play this resource card,
Mm.
this order card, and then that will bring me down to 1. So
Yeah.
then that's, that effect will resolve on my opponent's turn, but I've lost resources. And then on my
Yeah.
next draw phase, I will draw a card, and then it will go back up to 10.
So
And
every turn you go back to 10,
every
correct?
turn you go back to 10, correct? Yeah. Nothing is
Ah,
carried over.
all
Because
right.
the only reason I've done this is because of OTKs. OTKs are just not enjoyable for anyone. Whereas
Yes.
having a limited resource, it forces you to think in a way of, do I save my money or do I spend my money?
Mm-hmm.
So it's bringing essentially a real world like concept to it. I want to simulate real life battles. So like in war films where you see the generals with the huge tables and then they have to move like little figurines and stuff and take figurines off.
Yeah.
It's basically doing this but with cards. So I'm just distilling that feeling and that experience into cards,
And
but
it's
also
like,
having it.
yeah. Oh, sorry. It's like every turn you have you're given a budget from the king,
Yeah,
right?
that's basically how it is.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And then, do you have any other cards to show? Oh, by the way,
Yes.
you haven't shown the green cards.
Oh, the green cards. Yes,
Uh,
sorry. Green cards are order cards. I've said something about the order cards earlier in terms of, so this champions might increase the strength of the unit by 1. I think, it's a simple little boost. You'll play it into the order zone. You pick your target for the card. It can be, Due, the medic, and then, he'll get that boost for the game. And then, we have the battle champion cards that have specific effects that are really, really strong, but they're
mm,
countered by having such a high cost. So if I wanted to play a Kari's Domination, I would have to play my 10 and then be exposed next turn.
yeah,
Because the way that I'm designing this game is to make everything counterbalanced. So everything, like, you could have a really, really meta deck, but even if you have a meta deck, there is something to counter that meta deck.
mm-hmm.
It's more so, because it can be countered, it just makes things balanced, and then it really focuses more on how well are you able to play your troops. Because I forgot to mention that troops can move in this game. So there's a battlefield of 3x5. Troops can move once per turn in the game, and they can move any direction, diagonally, top, bottom, left, right. They can move however they like.
But they can't move over to the opponent's side,
No,
correct?
you have to be within your zone.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's about it. Aside from the item cards, the item cards you'll just like in Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, you'll just
How
place
about
it
the
there.
wall,
The
and
wall,
the one that the blue one that you,
yes, this
yeah,
one.
there. Can you explain?
Okay,
Yeah.
so item cards, so they're the equip cards, increase the health of a unit by 1. So
It's a
you would
medic.
just, yeah. So you could put it on the medic, put it on top, and then he will be carrying onto these weapons and stuff. And it's like boosting the characteristics of your cards,
Sorry, it boosts the health, or
the health.
okay, that means the health of this unit, of this
Yes.
okay, so that means it goes, what was the health of this unit?
So it will
3?
be
4.
1/4. It will become 1/4.
So the right, top right, right? Sorry,
Uh,
lower right.
the lower right. That's correct. Yes.
So lower right will go 4 at the end of the round or the whole time?
The whole game, as long as the item is
Ah,
equipped. So you got to think about this. Like, imagine this was real life, because if you gave someone a shield, it won't disappear like after a
yeah.
day. They will hold on to the shield until the battle's over.
Yeah, but if it's killed, will
If
it
it's
stay?
killed, no. If it's killed, both of these will go to the discard
Ah,
pile.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
Because I played Magic the Gathering, they have some kind of this one. They have
Mm.
like equipments, so they can, once the creature dies, it will stay on the sword, or how you call it? I forgot the weapon.
The
I
Yes.
forgot the term in Magic the Gathering, man. So it will just stay on the arena, and it
Mm.
can be used by others, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. got it.
Yeah, and then the
Then the
wall
wall.
itself, it's like another unit. So if I was, let's just do this because this one will hit the wall. So if you place a wall in front of the Samurai Father,
Mm-hmm.
then my UA, because he's got a range of 1, he wouldn't be able to hit my Samurai Father, but he would be able to hit the wall. So he won't take any damage, but it essentially gives my father a buffer in terms of health, essentially. Essentially, he's a 2/5, but obviously he's not 2/5. It's just that there's a wall in between it. So he can survive 3 health.
Mm-hmm.
So he could survive 3 attacks from UA.
You
And then,
mean when the attack of oh sorry, I thought I was clicking on it. So the attack is 1
mhm.
to the father. So
No, it'll
instead,
do 1 to the wall.
1 to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
what if an archer is attacking the father? For example, an archer is attacking to the father and there's a wall.
then there would be no problem. It's only for because the archer can hit anywhere, so they can target anywhere on the field. So this archer can target anywhere on this field.
Mm-hmm.
So that wouldn't be a problem for the archer. Even for
Ah,
the Samurai Father. The Samurai Father, because he's got a range of 2, 1, 2, he would be able to hit UA, whereas UA would not be able to hit the father because of the wall.
all right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it.
And
So the
so,
wall is used for those who are not range attacks,
yes,
right?
they're used
Archers.
for, just stopping sort of people
Oh
in
yeah,
the front
stopping.
row.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then okay. So are we done with all the cards
Yes, these are all the cards that are needed
for
in
now?
the game. Yeah, for now.
All right. So I think that's it for now. And we're gonna make another video showing you, demonstrate you on the gameplay itself. We will play with Hinchi a game. All right. Okay, Hinchi, please invite them for the Kickstarter and other
Yes.
products that you have.
Okay, guys. So currently I've got sample version 1.1s available. So these are these cards. So these are pre-Kickstarter cards, which are available if you just send me a message on the Dynasty TCG Instagram or through the Discord. We can hook you up with either a signed pack like this. They're all factory sealed, so I don't do any of the packaging, or I open them up and then sign each of these cards for you. So those are the pre-Kickstarter sample version 1.1s, and they're non-hollow. I will be developing the hollow ones soon, but I just need to get these cards into people's hands first. But at the same time, we also have the Kickstarter. So the Kickstarter is for sample cards and packs, and that is a special sort of collector's set for Chinese New Year, and as I've explained in the video, and currently there are 33 spaces available for pledges with additional rewards. However, even if there's no spaces available, there is the pledge for I think it's just for like however much you want to pledge for like no rewards. However, in that option, because we've already hit the 3 necessary stretch goals for the extra cards, anyone who pledges from now on will get 3 extra promo cards, as well as having MGC scratch cards, as long as we stay above the target. So, in theory, if there's nothing for you to get, if you pledge a little bit of money, however much you want to do, you still get 4 items.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Hinchi, for your time. I gotta put the links down in the description, and don't forget to support Dynasty TCG on Kickstarter and join the community Discord. And if you don't know the link, I'm gonna put some links down in the description as well. And thanks everyone for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye, Hinji.
So, yeah.
Bye bye.